Hello. So I will present myself. First of all, I'm a PhD student, and I will be talking today about the importance of the Italian emmer wheat types from the central part of Italy. The story of this millennial crop that is surviving throughout the history. We will explore together today the past, the present, and the future of this kind of crop, under the supervision of Professor Giampiero Sacchetti, in collaboration with EU Pavia and the University of Teramo. I am glad to talk with you about my PhD topic. So, who am I? Firstly, as an agricultural engineer holding a master's in Mediterranean organic agriculture, I saw a call concerning a PhD in sustainable development and climate change. This PhD was very intriguing for me, and I was searching for something a little bit different, searching about something that holds a new perspective, such as some goals to define the PhD is working on biodiversity preservation, on the agriculture, but from the sustainable aspect, and of course on the food quality. So the PhD, it covers some of the SDGs goals or points. So we have good health, we have the responsible consumption and production, and of course the mitigation for climate. So the origin of our crop. What's the importance of my study and how we saw that it is necessary to hold a project on it. Some facts, first of all, this kind of crops is put on a way that it's described, it's an ancient grain. The importance of it is that it survived throughout history from 2,000 years and maybe more till nowadays. Initially, it was found in the Mount Hermon in Lebanon, and then it was spread over the Middle East throughout the world. And the thing that is very interesting nowadays is that we have the preservation of its natural way of growing without crossbreeding programs. It is a resilient crop that thrives in marginal areas, in mountainous areas, without putting too much effort in it, without putting too much fertilizers, without using any additives that nowadays are foreseen as bad for the health in general of our ecosystem and our health as people. So, the food studies and research nowadays is seen in a different way. So nowadays we are talking more about transdisciplinary aspects and pathways. What we mean by transdisciplinary? Transdisciplinary, it's a way that research is going today in order to engage stakeholders of different sectors. We mean by that to set a common goal for the different sectors and to develop a common knowledge from a scientific point of view and societal point of view. Those setup will provide us good information with good basis of scientific evidence, and also to provide us, if I can use a word such as the vulgarization of those studies, so the people, as you and I, can understand easily. To talk more deeply about the workflow of the study, first of all, we have to go from the point zero, that is to find the place where we have to make our study. So the first target is to choose a region, which will be the Abruzzo region, the mountainous areas that are cultivating and subsisting with this kind of crops. And the first target afterwards would be to choose the farmer and the processor. So mainly we are working on a supply chain that is concerned with the emmer wheat production, In another hand, we have to go forward by taking those samples, those grains and those flour, and to analyze them at technological and nutritional level. So at the technological level, we are talking more or less about the gluten content, about how much the dough could be stable, how much we can elaborate with this kind of flour that is very hard to manage in general, and on the grains that are the functionality, the yield, and so on. The next target will be to optimize a recipe and to make it on a lab and the pilot scale. That is mainly, I would call it a feedback loop throughout the laboratory and pilot in order to be ready to provide it to the market and to the consumers. And the first target is to co-create all together a novel product that will be held on enterprise scale. So mainly the products that are made out of emmer are bread and pastas. I would talk a little bit now about the challenges of emmer. What's the challenge that overcome or that we are looking to fix in emmer? Well, from a disciplinary point of view, we would say the technology, the functionality, the nutritional aspect. But I would say that we have to go abroad to let people understand how they have to manage their life, how they have to manage their diet through empathy. So I have initially to put myself in your shoe, in the consumer shoe, and to understand what do you want, what do you like, and how you see your future consumption or your mindset shift. And another point of view, we have to analyze the quality, also to give feedback, as we already said that we have to work within the company, within the researchers, within a team that comes from different backgrounds and from different perspectives in order to give a viability for our products. Afterwards, we move to the co-design process. So we have to set up a new recipe that will be mainly the novel aspect of the study and to provide a new product to an interested company, such as the micro-businesses that are evolving here within the emmer production, of course, in Abruzzo region, to arrive to a point to create those novel products and to test their sensorial aspect and analysis and some metabolic efficiency. I mean by that to test within people that are concerned with disorders such as celiac diseases and such as, of course, diabetes and some other diseases. So we are all happy or together. We are living a life that is normal, but we have to change a little bit our mindset. Why? We need to turn our challenges into opportunities by empathy and the assessment of your needs, and to collaborate with you, consumers. We can prototype this novel product through your experience, our experience, and of course the company's experience to get, again, this viability, because we are living actually in a world that is demanding things very fast. And in order to know if our study is validated or not, it is something that added value to the sector or not, we have to assess somehow an evaluation that it's related with your well-being, such as some targeted consumers that are concerned with environmental things or aspects, or some people that are concerned with diseases, as we previously mentioned. So from this design thinking process or aspect, we expect to create a novel product that is very nutritious, that is known that nowadays this kind of products or this kind of crops provide very high nutritional values if it is integrated in a proper way in our diet. We will assessing throughout qualitative measurements by talking with you, by communication, and we will quantify the things that are related more to the lab and to the aspect of the food. So in order to sum it up in a very easy way for you, we will be denoting some valuable labeling claims, such as it is high in fiber, it is a source of protein, it is fat-free, and it is no sugar added, of course. So mainly those are the main concerns of nowadays people. In conclusion, you know, this kind of crops are considered as resilient for small and medium enterprise. Noting that also the micro-food businesses that are really being very affected by the high competitors, by the very industrial companies. So let's together work on a sustainable food system within our local markets, within our local qualities and the things that we have, and the things that are also good to the environment. So by doing all of that, we can compete by making ourselves having a more unique aspect of our food conduction and our food production and our also food consumption. We could be able altogether to create something very valuable for all of us. At the end, I would say thank you to everyone, and I hope that my project will find the best as evidence for the Abruzzo region and for the worldwide region. Thank you.